Today, we're diving into web development territory with a hands-on project, creating a random quote generator. We'll go through every line of code, so buckle up and let's make some digital magic. Let's kick things off with the HTML. Nothing too complex here, just the basic structure of our web page. The head section sets the character set and viewport, while the body contains our main content. It's the skeleton of our project where we'll breathe life into it. Now, let's talk about styling. CSS is like the fashion designer for our web page. It decides how things look. We're using the body selector to apply some global styles, setting the font to Arial, making it a flex container to center everything, and giving it a nice background color. The hashtag quote container is the star of our show. We're centering it, giving it a bit of width, padding, rounded corners, and a subtle shadow to make it pop on the page. The color scheme is light with a white background to keep it clean. For the hashtag quote text and hashtag quote author, we're setting font sizes, margins, and colors. The text is styled to be easy on the eyes, with the author's name in a subtle italic and a light gray color. Now, the hashtag new quote BTN, our call to action. We're giving it a bold blue color, white text, and a nice padding. When you hover over it, the background color transitions smoothly to a slightly darker shade, creating a visually pleasing effect. These styling choices aren't just random, they're about creating a visually appealing and readable design for our users. Now, let's dive into JavaScript, the brain behind our operation. The fetch random quote function is where the magic happens. We're using the fetch function to make an HTTP GET request to the quotable API. It's like sending a request to a vending machine and getting a quote in return. The fetch function returns a promise, a commitment to handle the response. In the first then, we check if the response is okay with response.ok. If it is, we convert the response to JSON using response.json. In the second then, we take that JSON data and update our HTML dynamically. Using document.getElementById, we locate the HTML elements where we want to display the quote and author, and we update their content. This ensures that our web page always displays the latest and greatest quote from the API. But we're responsible developers. What if something goes wrong? That's where .catch comes in. If there's an error during the fetch, we log an error message to the console. It's like having a backup plan in case the vending machine breaks. Lastly, user interaction. We add an event listener to the new quote button. When it's clicked, it triggers our fetch random quote function, giving us a fresh, new quote on demand. It's all about making the user experience smooth and engaging. And there you have it. A deep dive into the code of our random quote generator. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button, hit subscribe. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.